Everyone, it's Liz, the dietitian for Acadiana Center for Natural Health, and it is that time of the year again. It's back to school time, and this is the time of the year that is very exciting because it marks the beginning of new beginnings, new adventures, especially learning adventures. But it's also for many a very big source of stress, and that it requires a lot of effort to get ready for the day. And so, oftentimes, as a result of most of the time not being properly prepared, one of the most important activities of the morning just either doesn't get done or it gets done in a compromised manner. And I, of course, am talking about breakfast. Worst case scenario, we do not want you walking out the door without breakfast. So, what we want to do today is talk about ways that you can be prepared so that you are not going to alternatives such as stopping at the donut shop or grabbing a Pop Tart or a honey bun. We want to present ideas that are going to be equally fast but yet nutritionally dense. And I'm going to start with one of my favorite ways to start my own day as well as my kids' day, especially when they were younger. When we were pressed for time, the biggest go-to for me was just a basic sandwich. So getting some good whole grain bread, keeping it in the fridge, keeping it in your pantry, whatever makes the best sense for you and your family, and just having the fixings for a good sandwich. So of course it can be a traditional egg and cheese and bacon sandwich, or it can be something that's way less intensive in preparation time, such as a peanut butter sandwich or an almond butter sandwich. Um, I wanted to just make sure that you guys know that there's more to life than peanut and almond butter. There's all kinds of creative nut butters out there that you can find locally. This one just so happens to be one of my favorite, pecan butter. So just kind of be open to exploring different options. One of the things that I always enjoy doing when I make a peanut butter sandwich, not necessarily just for breakfast, but just throughout the day, as an alternative to using syrup or jelly for sweetening it, I like to just put raspberries or chop up some bananas so that I can get the sweet flavor, but yet not all the sugar that it would, or even the mess that a peanut butter with jelly sandwich might present, especially if you are going out the door and eating it in the car. So we don't want to have to go home and redress. Um, Speaking of sandwiches, I also think that a good alternative to the traditional whole grain bread sandwich would be to take advantage of your child's love for frozen waffles. These are a good brand that you can get. It's whole grain, or you can make your own and freeze them for yourself later and reheat later. But rather than doing a traditional peanut butter sandwich on whole grain bread, instead of having pancakes and waffles where you're having to sit down and really drip them with, syrup, just use this as your bread. So put the peanut butter in between two slices of frozen waffles and do the same thing. Maybe put some raspberries or bananas for that sweet alternative, and you'll find that your child will really like that, and it's very tolerable. You could even do wraps. Kids love wraps, and they're very friendly. You can do tons of things, just like you can do with a sandwich with a wrap. Um, Obviously, you can do an egg burrito with sausage and cheese and maybe a little bit of salsa or guacamole, sour cream, just depends what your child likes. That may require some effort in the morning, or just maybe if you do make them ahead of time, a little bit of reheating in the morning. But you can even do peanut butter wraps, same concept that we've already shared. You could do yogurt wraps where you're taking a good whole milk, plain Greek yogurt and you're partnering it with fresh fruit like bananas and berries, and then wrapping them up and of course giving it to the child ready to roll. That's something that you could do ahead of time and wouldn't require you to reheat. So there's a tons of things that you can do with wraps, especially because they're very friendly and that you can do them ahead of time. You can put them in the refrigerator and you can literally grab and go, which is what we've been trying to focus on this entire time anyway. I also, this morning when I was shopping, in preparation for the video, I ran into these little guys again. I hadn't seen these in a while because I haven't used them personally in a while, but these are really, what they are is just peanut butter in a pack, ready to squeeze and literally eat. You just kind of soften them up a bit. There's different flavors. There's more to life, like I said, than peanut butter. So you can go to stores like Drug Emporium or Albertsons, Whole Foods. There's a lot of good stores in the community, Fresh Market, that that have these kinds of alternatives. And when you're really pressed for time, having these in your car with a banana is better than stopping at the donut shop. So that's another good way for you to kind of be prepared with a plan. I also found these were really cool this morning. These are your drinkable yogurts. Kids like little drinkable things, but this is way more nutritious than a juice, in that it has some, it's a Greek yogurt. I think it's Greek, it might not be Greek, but it is a whole milk probiotic smoothie alternative. Um, this would be a great little on the go as well, partnered with fruit, so that your child can just drink and eat in the car. Of course, you can always make your own smoothie. That to me does require a little bit of prep time, in that you do need to make sure you have all the ingredients ready for you to be able to throw them together and make them into a smoothie. But if you plan ahead, that's definitely something that you can do very quickly, and the child can drink that on the way to school. So I'm hoping that what I've done this morning is inspire you to do some more prep time for breakfast, especially on the go breakfast. I would encourage you to go online and look for on the go kid friendly breakfast ideas. You're going to be amazed at how much information out there exists, how many videos. There's just so many creative ways to inspire you, so that you have a plan, and it doesn't look like donuts and it doesn't look like Pop Tarts. It looks like a more nutritionally dense way to start your day. So if you have any ideas, we'd love to hear from you. So if you want to share some of your favorite on the go breakfast ideas, we encourage you to share them below. You guys have a great afternoon, a great day, and make it a great one. Bye bye.